Hi Teaquilters. Today is Wednesday, August 5th, 2020. It is 7 p.m. Central Time. And this is a live chat, so if you're watching this at any other time, just know that you're watching an upload and we will not see you will not be able to chat. You can also comment on the video once it's uploaded. So, I'm just running into this room here, trying to get some last minute paperwork done. So, number 36. So we're just going to wait a few minutes for people to get into the room. It looked like when I went to say it was time to start that it actually had that it was 7:10 p.m. that I was starting, which is weird. I had some difficulties. I know some of you guys were here yesterday looking for me, so that was also an issue. And I'm just going to all right. Have to pull you guys up. So we'll just wait a few minutes for people to come in. Not that I have a whole lot to do. We're just basically going to be chatting. I got a quilt I want to show you before I quilt it. And what else? It's like I have so many things in my head, and then when I come in here I can't remember. Oh, I was going to show you the almost all the fabric that I bought when I was with Kevin. So let's see, let's start at the top. We got Cynthia Shade here. It says good evening to all from Chicago. Hi Cynthia, welcome. Helen Thomas is here, says good evening to Miss Cynthia. She was the only one here at the time. June Hanson says, hi, Miss T and everyone. Hi, ladies that are waiting. Elaine Doucette says, hello, happy hump day. Kevin the Quilter is here. He says, June, ladies, laughing out loud. Sheila Willis is here, says, good evening, T and all. Quilters, raining in Tennessee. I'm so glad the rain went somewhere. This is our first day in probably 2 weeks with no rain, maybe. Vivian Calvi is here, says, hi, T and everyone. Elaine says, hi, laughing out loud, hello quilters and camels. Maria Mayer is here saying, hi T and T quilters. Sarah from Quilting for the Soul is here. She says, hello T and everyone. Kim Burris is here, says, hi T and T quilters. C-Rack says, hello quilters and D. Debbie Williams says, hello. Michael Piccarelli is here. He says, hey, pretty girl. Hi, Mike. How are you? Cheryl Clute says, hello, T and everyone. Kim saying hi to some other people and anyone else that she missed. Helen's now saying, hello, Miss T and everyone. I knew it was coming. Slowing Down Joe says, hello, T and all. Susan T says, hi, T and everyone. Thought I was going to float away yesterday in that storm. Almost 5 inches of rain. It was scary. So glad sun is out today. Yes, Lord. The same here. I think I'm affected by, like, I don't mind a little bit of rain. I just had a pillow. I put a pillow form up there before I came over here and it just fell down. But, yeah, I think I need to have some kind of sun in my life. Judy is here. She's saying cheers to the Teaquilts family. Kevin says, my friend T, I'm a Missouri quilter too. That's right. Joan Elkins is here saying hi to everyone. Beverly Seaball says, hello, Mr. Kevin and all other gentlemen who are in the room. And hello, T and all quilters. Quilt Gal says, hi, T and everyone. Finally, a beautiful day in Maryland after that hurricane gave us no electric, internet, phone for 10 hours, plus 7.1 inches of rain within 45 to 60 minutes. Now, that's a lot. That's terrible. Pamela Tay says, hello from Traverse City, Michigan. Hello, Pamela. And then we've got Diane57 says, hi, T and friends. Lenora says, hello, good night, T and quilt family. Tucker is here from Tucker Sewing and Quilting. He says, hey, T and everyone. Let's see. June Billing says, hi, T and everyone. Claudette Bettis is here. She says, hi, T and everyone. Betty Harris is here saying good evening to everybody. Lisa Pegg says, hey. There you are. Hello, Miss T and everyone. It's a gorgeous evening in Indiana. And Darlene Former is also here. She says, greetings from Northern Virginia. Vivian says it is raining and storming in Georgia right now. And I'm going to see y'all later. Yeah, it's kind of scary when you got a whole lot of electricity or electronics on, and some people don't like to be on them. I don't tend to cut my computer on, but since I can use my my iPad, will just end up going off live because I use my internet, and my iPad doesn't have its own Wi-Fi. So if anything happens, you all will know, because it'll all end. But I can still use my phone. Eric Oda's in the house. He says, ta-da, I'm here. Judy Smith says, hi, T and all. Teresa Louise, I quilt too, says, hello, T and everyone. Hi, Teresa. Nancy Cruiser says, hi from Delaware. Hold on, let me see who else. Teresa, were you the one that ordered wooden item for me? I can't remember if it was you or somebody else. I can't remember. It might have been another Teresa. Somebody, I'm looking for like 3 people that haven't paid for their invoices yet. So I'm going to be like thinking all kinds of stuff going through my head, and then something else is going to come out. Carrie E says, hello, T. Thanks for the pineapple quilt pattern and the presser tool. You're so welcome. Thanks for ordering. I hope you all going to use those tools. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Maddie Barnum is here, says, hi, T and everyone. Vanessa Johnson says, hello from Central Illinois. Hi, Vanessa. Welcome to the chat. I haven't seen your name before, so welcome to the channel. If you got any questions, just pop them into the chat box. Doris O is here. She says, good evening, T and T Quilters. I hope everyone is having a good evening. T, thank you for my presser and set. The colors are beautiful. I received them yesterday. Now, you probably, that's kind of weird because everybody else kind of got there. So yours took the scenic route getting to you, I guess. And that's what's so, we don't know when you're going to get things. I mailed a couple of cards. I mailed two of my friends were requesting cards for their parents. And so I mailed one card to Alabama. It never arrived. I mailed another card to a different part of Missouri, and it never arrived. So it's just weird what's happening with the cards. And that's why when I started the year off, I was actually sending people in my scrap club birthday cards in the mail. And then I was also sending some family members cards, and they were getting them like a month late and stuff like that. And so I just stopped sending them, because people were getting them like way after their birthday. So I don't know what's going on with the mail system. It's pretty messed up, and I don't even know if my friends are ever going to see those cards. So just weird. But I'm glad you liked them, Doris. Regina Connor is here saying hi, T and all. Hi, Regina. Vanessa saying hi to Eric. Said I missed some live chats. Good to be here with everyone. So she has been here before. Okay, that's great. Joni Foot is here saying hi to everyone. Mrs. J.A. Coleman says hi, T and all. Loving the hair. Thank you. You know, I am kind of sick of my hair. I was thinking about cutting it. So what I did in the interim, I was about ready to cut it, like, so it could be like really short. But what I ended up doing was like cutting off an inch, and you know that made maybe about an inch and a half, and it made such a big difference. Um, I haven't been anywhere to get my hair trimmed or anything like that, of course, and it's been a while now. So I just decided to try to cut it myself. So that's what I did. And I got like so many different textures, which makes my hair difficult to work with, because I got the super gray up in here. It's still all black back here. You know. And so I have like I forget what you call this part, but that soft spot, they call it, in the back of your head, or in the top back of your head. It has a different type of hair texture. So I got all these different hair textures along with gray, different levels of gray. So I was thinking about cutting it, and then I just cut off an inch and a half, and I'm like really happy with that for right now anyway. So thank you so much for that. Let's see. It was scrolling while I was talking. And then I always go back too far, you know, because that's just how it is. Leetta Bryan is here. She says, hi, T and everyone. Hi, Leetta. Lila Diaker is here. She says, hi, T and everyone. Hey, T, where's my order of wood press and kit and light? Okay, I think that I stated to everyone that the order is going in. Today is the last day to place an order. These are prepaid orders that were being custom made to the patterns that everybody was selecting. So therefore, these orders had to be prepaid, because I wasn't going to pay for all these orders, and I'll talk about some numbers in a minute, in advance, without knowing if I was going to actually get my money back out of it. So these are prepaid orders. I put that onto every invoice. These orders I'm hoping that they will be shipped by next week. That's what we're hoping. But we had so many items ordered that I almost doubled the number that I gave him. So I'm still hoping that he can get this order out to us next week. Once he ships it to me and I get it and I do my count, and then I will be sending it out to you. So I will be keeping you abreast on my Facebook page about the order status. So as I know more information, I will make sure that you all get more information. Tonight, 11:59 p.m. is the deadline for paying for any orders. And then tomorrow morning, I am going to be, or if I'm up in the middle of the night, as I normally am, I'll probably tally all of these orders up and send him the final count. I have sent him 2 partial counts because I wanted him to be aware of how many items it was that we were needing from him. So he's well aware of the order, and things are being taken care of. He had one product that wasn't in stock, which was his the Blue Angel press, but not too many people had ordered it, so that worked out just fine. Everything else he has in stock. It's just a matter of him making it. That's the point of the custom order. When I ordered before, I ordered from what he had in stock. This time, these people that wanted a particular pattern, these are all custom orders. So therefore, I had people prepay for them. Just want to make sure that's clear. You will be getting your items. It's going to be next week before I even receive them, and I'm not even sure what day next week. So just stay in the Facebook group. As things happen and occur, I will make sure that I post over there. Let's see. Who else is new in the room? Teresa says, I'll check my email. I'm really sorry about that. I'm not sure if it's you or somebody else. It's just a Teresa. I know it's a Teresa. Hold on. Hold on. And it was in that first order that I sent out. It wasn't this custom order. It was with, the person who was, because it's not on this paperwork. It was for the first order when I ordered presses, not this second round. And then also looking for Joy Faze on the first round as well. She ordered a set, And I'm trying to determine if she wants her set, because if she doesn't, I already have it in stock, and what I'm going to do is just take that off of this current order so that somebody else can get it. And I won't have an extra set that I'm paying for. And if it's not you, Teresa, that's fine too. It was just for a wooden press, any color. That's what it was. And if it's not you, that's fine. Let's see. Remo JS is here saying good evening, T and Quilters from Bowie, Maryland. Welcome. Dee Dee Hansen says hi, everyone, here from Michigan. Hi, Dee Dee. And Sarah says, I don't know what is going on. I can't see T. It's in and out. Everything that I have is working fine, so try rebooting your system. Vanessa says, thank you, Miss T. I am ready to see what everyone is working on. Be inspired. All right. Kelly A is here saying, hello, everyone. It's been a long day, so I'm very happy to finally be able to relax. Spend an hour with all of you. Hope everyone is well. Welcome. Well, thank you. Eric says, T, I never got my card either, laughing out loud. He is too funny. And she's talking about Pamela saying blame the virus. Well, it's all affected the whole mailing system, period. Dee Dee says, what's going on with the postal system is defunding. You got that right. And they now have a postmaster that seems to be in a line with somebody that they shouldn't be in line with. So that's going to be a problem too. And Dee Dee says, your priority mail Monday got here Wednesday. Yes, and they had even put on the label that it wasn't going to get there for 3 days. So I was surprised when you told me that it arrived today. So I guess priority mail is the way to go if you want stuff to get there. Regular mail, they don't care about it so much. We got Christine Gant. Welcome to the channel. She says, hello, newbie from Georgia. Welcome to Quilting, or welcome to Teaquilts, whichever you're a newbie at. We appreciate you stopping in, chatting with us. Helen Thomas, thank you. She says, remember to hit the thumbs up, guys. Remember to also subscribe and hit that bell so you'll be notified whenever I go live. Got Joan Elkins here. She says, how much for the presser and the seam ripper? You sent an invoice, but I need a price. It should be $51 on the invoice. $15 for the press. And if you're ordering the seam ripper, that's $30. So that's $45 plus $6 to ship both of those. So it should be $51 total, Joan. Lisa says she's having trouble with her feed. Love your hair, T. Thank you so much. And I'm not having difficulty on either one of mine, so I don't know how to help you with that. Darlene says, okay, getting a delay response. Thank you, Lenora. She says, happy for me. A lot of people are saying that I'm buffering. Okay, and I just checked both of my devices. That's what I was waiting for it to delay over onto my phone. And my lips are in sync with both as I'm looking and both as I'm receiving it down here. So I don't know what else to do. Okay. Jennifer J is here. She says, hi, T and everyone. Judy says all is working fine for her. I know some of you all are communicating about the thing, and other people are saying that they're losing it as well. So that's kind of weird. Regina says that she's in Las Vegas and I'm also losing the chat. So a lot of people are apparently losing the chat. So it must have something to do with how it's being broadcast out on YouTube. Okay, Teresa, thank you. Nina Boyer says lost the chat. So people are losing the chat. I'm so sorry. We got Carolyn Bowser here. She says, good evening, T and fellow quilters. Hope all is well. Darlene Farmer is saying welcome. And Diane says that hers is loud and clear where she is, so that's good. And Jennifer says she's looking forward to receiving her set. Hold on. Dee Dee says, T finished quilting my purple quilt and this drop dead gorgeous quilting. I got it heavily quilted, which is the way to go. Thank you, Dee Dee. I appreciate that. And I got, Regina sent me a quilt that I got in the mail Monday, I think, or Tuesday. I can't remember what day now. But I'm going to show you her quilt. It is so pretty, I can't stop looking at it. And I have no idea what I'm going to do with it because all I'm doing is just looking at how pretty it is. Hold on. And Dee Dee is saying, you should all consider getting T to quilt your quilts if you don't want to do it yourself. Great work and reasonably priced. Kim saying she's going to have to watch the replay. Good night all. Stay safe and God bless. Bye, Kim. Jennifer says, you and your hair are beautiful. Thank you so much. I hardly ever have my hair down, especially since we've been in quarantine because I'm not going anywhere. But I took it down because I had to go pick up my glasses today. That's why my hair is down. And Kevin saying, no problems here with your video feed, T. So some people are having it and some people are not. Jada Smith is here. She says, hi, TNT Quilters. How is everyone? Erling here from Wisconsin. My system has a mind of its own. So frustrated. Joan Elkin says, found my invoice paid in full. Thank you. I don't have any notifications on my phone. So I will make sure I take care of everything after the live. Because I got to get the final order tallied up. It was like, I was only waiting on a couple more people. And I'm done with the ordering so far. And Pamela saying again, blame the virus. Oh, goodness. Kelly A says, Miss T, you probably mentioned this many times before, but can you say what you charge for non-custom quilting? Do you have a minimum amount? Do you charge a certain amount per inch? I charge a certain amount per inch. I do have a minimum amount. I don't do anything under $50. So whatever size you give me, no matter what your measurements is per square inch, I will charge you $50. And that's because it takes time for me to design a pattern, load into the system, and then for me to roll. I still got to go through all the mechanism like it's a regular size quilt. So yeah, and then my time. So I do a minimum of $50 order. And then what I start with is 2 cents per square inch. And that's for more open quilting. Sometimes I'll give people a little bit more decorative design for 2 cents. But if you're wanting something want the pattern, because I can make the pattern any size I want. So whatever density you're looking at is the average density of that pattern. And then if you want it more, I go up to like 5 cents per square inch. So it just depends on the quilting that's chosen. So 2 cents per square inch, which is your length times your width times 2 cents. That's what I normally charge as a minimum as far as square inch quilting. And then also you need to, I just assume everybody knows you provide your batting unless you pay for it at 2 cents per square inch. I would be not making not one dime if I was putting batting into that. So you do need to either provide your batting or you can buy batting from me, but I charge whatever Joanne charges at the regular rate. So, and that kind of encourages people to get their own batting. I do have a couple of customers that just not going to go. And so they will pay the going rate because I have to go pick it up. I have to go get it. And so I just charge the regular rate. I may get it at 50% off or, you know, whatever their sale is. But I'm not giving that to my customer because I had to go get it and I had to pay sales tax on that. So I try, you know, if people want to buy it at $20 a yard, that's fine. But if you want to send your own, then that's fine too. Also, since we're talking about quilting, when you send your quilt to a long armor, you need to have your back 8 inches bigger, both length and width, and then you also need to have your batting at least 6 inches bigger, and that's to take up for drawing in as it's quilting, as well as I don't want my side clamps to hit your quilt like the machine to hit the side clamp when it's quilting, because then it'll throw off your design. So you need to have extra on your quilt. So you will end up with some stuff that you can cut into strings. Isn't that wonderful? That's how you make strings. T keeps cutting out. That was from Sarah's. Andrea Matthews says, hi T, and she's got a list of people. She says, I was waiting for CN to go live and saw you on. It's all clear here, no buffering or chat problems. It must be isolated areas in the US. So thank you for that, Andrea. Brenda Jackson is here saying, hi T, enjoy your video. Susan Martin says, so sorry to be late. Blessings on everyone's evening. Vanessa says, am off of my phone and sitting knitting a sock. I have my hair up and trying to keep cool. Patricia Carlucio is here. She says, I got mine on. Eric says, my seams are crooked. blame the virus. Too funny. Oh God. Carol Green is here saying hi everyone. We still got people coming in. Lisa says she's on the phone and can't keep T for more than a few seconds. Have closed in and out, come back on every time. And then try also rebooting your phone, not just going out and coming back in, because I know when I was having difficulties, I had to go out and come back in, like reboot my entire phone. Eric says 0.2 per square inch, so a 72 by 72 inch quilt would be around 104, and then you've got to pay to ship it back to yourself. So I just use a priority flat rate boxes. I try to put it into the medium or large, just depending on what size it'll fit in. So that's kind of how it works. Thank you, Eric, because I didn't want to like pop over to a calculator. Marius here says, hi everybody. T, I installed my sewing machine light. Has and what a difference. She says she installed the sewing machine light last night. We got some issues with the autocorrect, and what a difference it makes. Yes, that LED light is just something awesome, and that's what's on my machine now. Let's see. I'm sorry, T, we'll watch replay. Lisa's got to go. She's having problems. You're off on both phone and TV. Wow. So people are having some difficulty with the getting connections here, so I'm sorry about that. I don't think there's anything I can do because it's working for me for once. I think once I reinstalled YouTube on both my iPad and my phone, I had better success with whatever was going on here. So I got my pineapple block still trailing back here. I'm just trying to move some stuff over. I want to show you some fabric. Kevin and I, last Friday we went to a quilt shop. I forgot the name of the quilt shop, but I'm not going to show you. I only bought one piece of fabric from there. Kevin bought more fabric. I bought 2 yards of fabric from them, but I can't show you that because it's for a retreat challenge. I keep buying like a piece of fabric here, a piece of fabric there. This challenge was due in June, but since we haven't met, I'm like, I still got time. I haven't started, don't have a pattern, but as I see the fabric that will go with I had bought a piece back in Houston, and then I found another piece doing another road trip, and then I found, I think, my last piece, my background. So I think I'm ready to start making something. So yeah. And I haven't even started, but since June has come and gone and we haven't met, I still think I got time to participate in this challenge. But anyway, after that we ended up going to, and I'm sure Kevin's in here probably telling me what the name of this place is, or he's probably sewing. He says it's St. Anne's Country Outpost in Washington, Missouri. Thank you, Kevin. And I don't have any of that bag with the receipt because I wasn't going to show it to you all. So then after that, we went to Ace Hardware, the store I tell you all about all the time, where they have the $5 a yard fabric. Now, did I need any fabric? Absolutely not. I'm just somebody that when I can see name brand fabric at a reasonable price, I get it. Now, normally their off-brand fabric line is like Riverwoods or something like that, but it still has a good quality to it. But it seemed like this time, every time I honed in on a piece of fabric, it was like a name brand, like Benettex, Timeless Treasures, or somebody like that. So, I bought fabric, okay? This one I bought just because it was so pretty. And it's, I'm trying to see what the name of it is on here. Hold on. It's a Color Spear designed by Greta Lynn for Canvas. So Canvas is a name brand fabric. And I just loved all the bright colors in here. And I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to do with it. But I got 2 yards of it just because it was pretty, okay? And Kevin talking about, Miss T has eagle eyes when it comes to name brand fabric. He was like, you would hone in on a whole stack. And I could pick out the name brand fabric just by looking at the stack. And it was like, I probably picked up one time that I picked up a Riverwoods that wasn't a name brand. But I ended up putting it back. I think I put it back. But we'll see. So then I got this next piece. It's 2 yards as well. I'm trying to make sure I tell you who all this stuff is. This is Paintbrush Studio, which is another name brand. And I liked it because it had the red. Let me see what it's called. Paintbrush Studio. It's called Marblehead by Ro Greg. And I bought a lot of his fabrics. Very nice fabrics. Just love it. And the camera is picking up very well on the detail. So again, got 2 yards of this. I'm just a mess. I told Kevin it was all his fault. This one and the next piece, I got 2 yards. I bought this because for the Guyleen Fitzgerald one, I want to put sashing in between my blocks. And I got this one as a choice. I'm not sure if I want to make it more blue or teal, or if purple is going to be the color. And I wanted something really like this purple. That was my first choice because I thought maybe just the simplicity of it would be great. So I got 2 yards of this. This is Gonna Walkabout, Goanna Walkabout by Paintbrush Studio, and this is that Ro Greg fabric line again. And then this one is called, I don't know if it's the same. This one might be the one that was, no, it's not off-brand. It is Ro Greg. It's called Calypso Turtles by Paintbrush Studio, so by Ro Greg. So, one of these 2 will be in that quilt. And then I got 3 pieces. The whole purple stack was just really pretty, and I wanted to buy the whole stack of purple. I had to go in there and pick and choose which ones I got. And all of these are by Ro Greg, I think. And they are, and they all are some kind of marble. So let me see if it's got a name on this first one. It's called Marblehead, and then they just have numbers for the colors. Very pretty. I like the entire line. I didn't even see it in any other colors. I don't know if they never had it or if people bought it. So I just got 1 yard of these. Another purple one here, more lavender-ish, a little bit darker in spots. But I love all the different colors. And this one's called that Turtles again. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Calypso Turtles is that one. And this one must be the Marblehead again. Let me just make sure. Yep, Marblehead. And then this is more lavender. Very pretty. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Stonehenge, but not quite. And then this one is a quilt back. I think it was 8. Let's see if it was 7 or 8 a yard. $15.74. It doesn't say. I think it was either $7.99 a yard or $8.99 a yard for this quilt back. Do I need quilt backs? No, I have plenty here. But it's text. Kevin bought this for a quilt that he's going to be working on or is working on. And then I bought whatever was left. So he got his 3.5, whatever yards he got for his quilt. And then I just bought the rest. And it's just got words of food like mustard, peach, olive, wine, cherry, and it's even got Caribbean on here. So it's got some other words, avocado, smoke, black. So it's got just different words, and pumpkin. And so I just thought it would be interesting as a quilt back, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. It could be on the front of something. Who knows? Just had to have it. And they're nice big words. And then the last thing I got, this was the first one that I honed in on. And I think it was like 4 1/3 yards or something of this fabric. And I thought it would be really pretty as, oh, I didn't tell you who the black was by. Hold on, just in case you all are asking me. It's Wyndham Fabrics. Wyndham Fabrics, 108-inch quilt back by Whistler Studios. And then it just has a style number, 39513. So sometimes you can find this stuff on the internet elsewhere. But this was all they had. Okay, and then this last one, I'm going to show you the print, and then I'll open it up. So it's kind of like a mottled beige tone on tone, but then it's got gray overlay. So I got 4 1/3 yard. It's by, it's very light. I don't even think I looked at this. I just bought it because I liked it. I can't even tell you who it's by. Hold on. It's Timeless Treasures. It's Timeless Treasures, but it's beige on the white that the writing is. But yeah, it's like every time I touched a piece of fabric, it was a name brand fabric, and I couldn't believe how well stocked they were, because the last time I was in there, I didn't even hardly buy anything because it was so picked over. But they've apparently got their stock back up. Everybody else is out of good fabric, but they surely are not. They're not having any issues getting their stuff in. And I think they have a sale either, I want to say October. They have it twice a year. I think it's October and February. So, but I haven't been out there in about 1.5 years, basically because I don't need anything. Then I go out there and I spend money. You know, it's Kevin's fault. So this right here was $100 worth of fabric. You can't beat that though for $100 worth of fabric. And then I want to go into my mailbox. I got a birthday card, very pretty. Thank you from Cherokee, Iowa. Says, a friend like you is a joy from the start. A friend like you has a beautiful heart. And this is the front. And then it says, hope your birthday is as special as you are. Have a great day, from June Henson. So thank you, June. I appreciate your birthday card. And she wrote a note in here also, but I'm just going to keep that. Okay. But thank you, June. I appreciate your birthday card. Put it up here in my safe place so I don't lose it. And then I also got from the post office Regina quilt, Regina Connor's quilt. It's so pretty. It's a log cabin quilt, but it is so beautiful, guys. She's got all kinds of stuff. It's like a sampler in some of the log cabin blocks. Just beautiful. And all kinds of colors. Just pretty. You are not going to be able to see all of this. This showing here is not going to even do this justice. But I just had to show you all some of this. And you'll see this in its entirety in the video for the finishes for the month of August. It will get quilted this month. So, but I just want to open some of this up so you can see some of this. But yes, and I'm not sure what all you can see, but I see like houses over here in the and then she's got like stars, like you got stars inside the house blocks. And then you've got log cabin blocks. So it's just really pretty. Let me pull it back this way so I can show you a little bit more. Just gorgeous. So I haven't figured out what her pattern is yet as far as where the houses are versus where the log cabins are. But it is really, really pretty. And she did a beautiful, beautiful job of mitering these corners with a border print. Just look at that. Just beautiful. Gorgeous job. Regina, it's so pretty. I just want to keep it. It is so pretty. And I just had it over the arm of my long arm. And was just admiring it as I was cutting fabric. So just beautiful. Okay, so let me see what you all are saying in the chat. I gotta work my way back up. Oh, I'm gonna skip all the I like the fabric because I kind of figure it's gonna be a whole lot of that. And Kelly is asking, where did I say I bought that? I bought that from Ace Hardware Store, which is one of the few hardware places in Missouri. It's actually in St. Clair, Missouri, that actually sells fabric. And Eric says, those words are very random. Yes, they are. And that was what was so weird about it. It started out sounding like it was going to be all foods. And I think we realized this at the store as well. And then it has like a cardinal or, you know, all these off words, colors. They have like words for colors. I think I seen pink in there. So, yeah, it's a whole lot that's going on in there. I just had a notification come up there from Facebook or something. And so I did read some of the words, so I've done that. Mary says she can't stay connected either. And Kevin talking about Miss T has exquisite taste in fabric. I love shopping with her. And Carl saying, yes, indeed, you had yourself a good time. And it's like, I don't need to be spending any money. And here I go, spending money. I'm like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? And Sheila Willis says, do they have a web page? They probably have a web page for Ace Hardware, but you are not going to be able to get fabric like that. They don't put fabric on their website. And Jennifer J says, T, your fabric choices are stunning. Well, thank you so much. And a lot of people are losing the chat, so we're getting people that are not going to be on here. So I'm real sorry about that. And Kevin goes, what a beautiful, colorful quilt. Wow, great quilt. Awesome, nice, awesome quilt. I see stars. Oh, wow, that is so pretty. Wow, great quilt. So that's all the comments on your quilt, Regina. Pretty nice, isn't it? Told you, it's gorgeous, colorful quilt. Just people love it. Elaine says, uh-oh, that makes me feel lazy. What a beautiful quilt. It is gorgeous. When I opened that up, I'm like, oh, my goodness, it's so pretty. And Darlene saying my lips are not moving with my voice. But it is when I'm looking down here. So, and Regina said, that's why I sent it to you, T, the quilt. Thank you. We're going to get it taken care of, girl. I have to look at it and figure out what I'm going to do with it now. And Regina also says thank you to everybody as well. Just want to make sure we get that in the live. Robin says, hello, listening while driving home. Oh, hi, Robin. Ace Hardware sells fabric. The one in St. Clair, Missouri does. Not all Ace Hardware sells fabric. Maybe they ran out of food, so they started going into different categories. He's talking about the print on that backing fabric with the words. T Black says, hi, T and all. I'm Teresa that asked for a presser previously. Okay. So that was you that asked for a presser previously. You got an outstanding invoice, and I have been emailing people, and then I haven't gotten any response back. But I think the only presser that I have left now, because all of them sold, I was trying to give you, I had made a picture and was giving people like the last ones that I hadn't mailed yet, and the only one that's left now is the pink one. Teresa McCormick is here saying hi all, late today. And I didn't think it was the other Teresa Louise, but we'll see, because I know I had one Teresa and it was on that first order where you said you didn't care. But I think I only got 2 people on this order that's not paid at this point. So let's see. Ace Hardware would be the last place I would think to buy fabric. Isn't that funny? But when you have a little rural towns, you'd be surprised at what some of your rural stores will sell, because those people want to patronize in their town. And if they can convince those store owners to do something and they support it, which they do, then they will do it. And they got maybe about 1, 2, 3, and then like a back wall. So they probably got about 4 aisles of craft stuff. 2 of them are for fabrics. And then the back wall might have like hand embroidered stuff, because they still do those cross stitch embroidered blocks in more rural areas. And then also they have a space on the opposite side of that wall for batting and stuffing and stuff like that. So they just convinced their ace to support them, and they've been following through, which is really nice. And Teresa says, that makes sense now, because I don't remember ordering, but I paid for one now. Laughing out loud at T Black. So you just paid an invoice? How you pay an invoice? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, it says Teresa just paid for an invoice. So it must have been Teresa that I had. Let me see what the date is on it. If it has a date here, or do I have to go inside? It doesn't have a date on it. And it was already written out to her, so it had to be, I don't know. Or maybe I billed you wrong, Teresa. Teresa, if you don't want it, I can cancel this invoice and it'll refund back to you if you don't need that. Don't think you got to take it because you paid for it. And then if the other Teresa wants it, just email me. I need to know what's going on, because when I'm not getting responses back, I don't know what to do. So Teresa B, email me, and then let me go back in here and let me see if Teresa really wants it, because I can refund yours and it won't do anything as far as taking any fees out or anything like that. I can cancel that invoice. Teresa, I need $20 for the press with the shipping. It's $15 for the press, $5 for shipping. And then I can cancel the other Teresa's invoice. Maybe I invoiced the wrong person. Maybe that's what happened if she paid the invoice. Oh, she says, I'll take it. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is, Teresa, you can send me a request. Teresa B. I'm going to send Teresa the pink one because she wants it. And then you can tell me what style you want Teresa B when you go to get it. Teresa Louise is going to get the pink one. Okay. Wanda J says, hello, ladies. Greetings from Texas. And Kelly says, hardware stores can be a good place to get other quilting supplies and lots cheaper than actually quilt fabric stores, but I've never been to one that carried fabric. Laughing out loud. You got that right. No, you were on the first list, T Black, but do send me an email. I hope you have seen my Facebook post where I put the pictures up of all the styles. Just let me know what style you want. Email me so that I have the right email address, because apparently I sent it to the wrong Teresa. And then I'll make sure I put you on the list, the order, because it's closing today. So you got to do it today so that I can get you on the order. I did order a few extra sets to put on my website, but they're going to be sold in sets only. So If you want what you want and you only want to press, this would be the time to get it, because I'm not going to sell them individually. Adrian Reyes is here, says hello from Central Texas. And T, did you get my payment yet? I don't know. I need to know your real name. Email me and check with me. If you paid an invoice, then I have it marked as paid. If you haven't heard anything from me about what style, or you giving me a style and me confirming that I have you on a list, then you're not paid. Just so you know. I don't know, because I don't remember seeing that name, but I think this is an alias name. So, Quick Guess says, tube is messed up. It keeps knocking me off. So she's having difficulty staying on. So let's talk about these orders. If you all are in the Facebook group, you know that, Monday, I think? Sunday or Monday, I posted that I had like 67 items sold on this second order. On the first order, I think I sold about 38 items or something like that. I can't remember. Nowhere did I think we would even sell this many items. But people loving the product. People loved that they were able to buy matching sets. Some people that had their press came back and ordered the matching stiletto seam ripper to go with their press. Some people like the ruler holder. So when all was said and done, and I haven't even added the ladies on that just whose orders got wrapped up today. This was as of yesterday. Have an order for 111 items. Now, let's see, I bought about 5 sets. I have to look at my other piece of paper, and I didn't bring it in here. I have about 5 sets that I bought to put on my website. So that's 10 pieces. So just say that 101 pieces, 100 and something like that, as of yesterday, was sold. So I sent him another letter, another update yesterday, just to let him know that we had a lot more coming, because we've almost doubled this order from the 67. Not quite, but you know, we're getting close when you don't went over 100. And so I'm thinking we're gonna have quite a bit. So I asked him, I just wanted to let people know about knitting needles and crochet needles, and he does not have knitting needles, but he does have crochet needles. They come in 2 sets. One set has 3 needles in the smaller alphabets, and then the next set has the next 3 numbers of the alphabet. So he's going to send me more information about the crochet needles when he sends this order out, because I know some people had asked me about that before as well. So yeah. It's a lot. So I did tell him that I wasn't going to order anymore. He's really appreciative of you all placing these orders, and I guess I want to reiterate that, because you got to remember, this man, he's a small business. Every quilt show in the country got canceled this year, so he has not done any traveling, and he says that he was just so grateful to even get the first order from us, from somebody ordering so many items, then to come back and order this second time and do a whole nother big order like this. It's even more than the first order. So he wants me to make sure that you all know that he really appreciates you all purchasing these items and helping his small business, because he had no income, because he does quilt show sales. That's how he makes his money. They travel all over the country during the year, from starting with like March all the way through November is how they make their money. And so they're just real appreciative of the product, and that's why he didn't mind doing the custom orders like what he's doing, because normally when he's at a quilt show, he's just selling whatever it is that he has, which is kind of what I told him to do the first time, because I wasn't sure, you know, if you all wanted them or not. And I just said, I'll just bite the bullet, buy it, and if you all don't buy it, then I'll just try to figure out how to get it to my quilting friends as gifts or something. But you all have been real supportive, and I appreciate that. So there was no way that I could pay for 111 items in advance by myself, okay? So I really appreciate you all paying for your orders in advance, and knowing that you're going to get what you want, how you want it, and hopefully in a quality product. And I hope you all use them. I had some people saying they were too pretty to use. You all see me sitting here week after week working on my projects, and that I'm actually using the pretty wood presser. Okay, so please use them. They are made to be used. So I hope you all enjoy them, and I appreciate your support with this as well. So let me see what's going on in the chat now. I was just about to lose my screensaver. Let's see. Okay, you and Teresa, the two Teresas need to figure out who wants the pink presser. Because I'm confused. I'll contact you guys. Well, I must not have Teresa Black's email. It's the reason why I accidentally sent it to you, Teresa Louise. So, Teresa's going to have to email me. If you all want a different pattern, just let me know. I'll keep the pink one. And you all can tell me if you want a different pattern, because I can put you on the order list too, Teresa. So let me know. I see a lot better with small text without my glasses. Isn't that crazy? And Adrian saying she can't believe that her internet connection is working great. That's funny. And all these other people's are messing up. And then Eric says 111, that's a good luck number. Yes, it is. That's exactly what I have. Until I add these other people that came in that I finalized the orders today. I have, how many people? 1, 2, 3. And then I haven't printed Jones because she just paid. So that's 4. So I got 4 more orders to add in. And T Black said, I sent email. I can wait. No worries. Okay. So just let me know what style you all want. And then I can make sure that you get what you want. Because I want people on this second order to get what they want. I'll just take the pink presser. It's no big deal. I can always use it as a door prize or something at my scrap club or something like that too. So it's no big deal. Brenda Jackson is saying YouTube is constantly buffering. So people are having some difficulties with it tonight. I'm going back in because I don't even see me up here now. Now I'm there. I guess when I must have hit something and knocked it off. I just want to make sure that I'm still seeing stuff working here, because it's at least keep you all on you know, on tack that I am working there and I'm working over here. So mines are working okay. So, and Eric says his crochet needles are great. I have never tried his crochet needles or seen them. I'm sure I've seen them, but since I just use a standard crochet hook, because I don't do it like I used to. Now, if I was really into crochet like I was back in the day, I probably would have paid more attention, but I paid attention to the actual sewing items. And, you know, when you go to a quilt show, you can't buy everything from everybody, okay? Because, you know, y'all know I come home with a whole bounty of stuff, so. T Black says she's having issues, too. So, a lot of you all are having issues here. And then Vanessa saying, I will check this out on Facebook and maybe get in on a future order through you. I did a video where I did an unboxing of some sewing notions. It's the last video that I uploaded last week. So the video is there. You can see what it is that he sells. And he has more items. So that's why I asked him about the crochet. And I thought he had knitting needles, but he doesn't. And my next order is going to be in October, where if you all get your press and use your press and you think you might want to buy a friend for a family member or a friend, then I'll probably open back up in October for people to make orders, or for those that didn't get in on these orders. And like I said, I did order a few sets that I'm going to put up on my Teaquilts website. So if people want to buy those, you can. Also, he did say that he was making, he's starting a new line where he's quilting Christmas ornaments. So I don't know what that is and how they look, but he said that when he's in the designing phase, that's what he's been spending his time with, and says that he should have some that he can go ahead and make a few and take some pictures of that he can send me in by October, by the time we do an October order. So I told him fine. So he's actually trying to expand his line, especially since he hasn't made any sales this year. So I thought that was a good idea. Teresa Louise says, I would like to get the set. And T, I'll send you an email. Okay, thank you, Teresa. And we'll just have you pay the difference. It'll be like $31 for the stiletto ripper, and then we need to get you a style. Okay. Hold on. Vanessa says, yes, I would like to see the head of the hook, see if it is my style to work with. I think wooden crochet hook would be fab. And that's why I asked him if he could send me, because I crochet and I don't do it a whole lot, but I know that when people send you a picture of something, you can't hardly see it. But if I have a video and I'm turning it so you can see all sides and angles of it, I think that's better. And then I can also see if I can find where I hid my crochet needles and see if I can compare them to standard crochet needles, just so you can have a comparison as well. And when I say standard, I mean like cheap standard, like the set you get at Walmart's crochet needles, okay? Oh boy. Francis Jackson says, T, what is your email address? I want to order a presser. It's Teaquilts. The name of the my YouTube channel, Teaquilts at teaquilts.com. The exact same thing. Teaquilts at teaquilts.com. And I have to have them in and paid for tonight. So when we get off this live, I'm going to go to my desk. I'm going to print Jones paid order. I'm going to send, if I see your emails, I'll be sending you invoices. And then I'll be adding you onto the list, because this is going to him. If I'm up at 1 o'clock, he's going to have this already. So it's going to be a done deal. So if you're emailing me after 1, don't even worry about it, because you're going to miss the order. You'll have to wait and see what extra sets I have that you can order from. Carrie Care says, I signed off and signed in again. No buffering problems now. And Darlene says that she has some needles for arthritis. That's pretty cool. Angela Stringers here saying, good evening. I have my phone and tablet going. Sounds like you're speaking from the Twilight Zone. Diana says, yes, I do, Teresa. It don't put off heat or burn me but it flattens out my seam. She's asking, I guess, asking if anybody was using. I guess I missed some comments, but thanks, Diane. I just happen to love it because I have a little iron here, and most of the time I'm always knocking it over because this room is so small, and then I have my ironing board put up somewhere else so I can go iron big rolls, and so it keeps me from having to go press in between as I'm making blocks. As you've seen me working with these pineapple blocks, I use the wooden press just to press that seam open, and it press it over, and it holds that seam. And I've even used it for pressing my seams open. It works for that too. Teresa says, the third Teresa's the charm. I'd be thrilled to buy the pink presser from UT. Let me know if that works. Thank you. Okay, Teresa, send me an email, because I'm getting all these Teresas mixed up. And so I can send it to you. And make sure you put in there the pink presser, because that's the only one that I had left, was the pink. Y'all telling Quilt Gal to fight somebody? One saying kick him and one saying punch him. And Vanessa says she's adding this note to October's calendar purchase. My mother-in-law is an excellent quilt and would be a great gift. Thanks, T, for the heads up. Yes. And that's because I don't want to keep, I don't want to keep coming on here selling something. But I want you all to know that if you want something, you still got the opportunity to get it, because I do understand that the first order was only put in 2 weeks ago, and some people maybe can't afford to buy it now. Maybe they're not working and they may want to get it later, or certain conditions in their home don't allow you to get it now. Something could happen. My money gets funny, so I just want to make sure people know that it's not going to be your final opportunity to get the product if you want it. Thanks, Eric. He put my email there for people that ask for the email. Just make sure you put the Teaquilts at teaquilts.com and then remove the space in between Teaquilts and the @ Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Doris also said, T, do you want the names of the people now that are interested in crochet needles? No, because those are going to be on the October order. So no, I don't want those names. I just want him to send, I don't know what we're buying. So I know it's going to be quality. I'm not saying that. I just want him to send me a sample of a crochet hook. And so I don't know if he's going to send me both of the sets so you can see, because it's like $15 a set for each. They have like 3 different sizes in each set, if I'm not mistaken. And so I just want him to send me some samples so that I can show you all what it is, because somebody asked me about it a couple weeks ago and I just haven't had time to get on it until I got this order almost done. So it's been a whirlwind. I've been up, you all been sending me emails and then communicating back and forth with people, because people didn't understand that you could get your sets to match. People thought that they had to order the press off the press colors and order the stiletto off the other color. And then I write them back and I said, do you want these to match? You know, I only had one person that said that they didn't care if theirs matched. Everybody else really wanted them to match. Well, 2. I had 2. And then 2 people didn't care if they matched or not. And then everybody else wanted them to match, but they missed that part when I said you can order your entire set and have it in one style so that it's all a matching set. Those were just the pictures of all the styles that he had. That was the only reason for the pictures, was the styles. But yeah, we're doing really good with that. So I'm looking forward to that coming in. Hopefully my order does not overwhelm him, because he is a solo person just like me. So I do understand that. I don't think that he was expecting a small business like me to come in and place such a big order. And he is just flabbergasted with my YouTube subscribers. He just can't believe it. He said he has never had anything like this happen before. And he said, and the fact that I'm so organized and he's not having to do a whole lot of work, that I was able to give him partial orders so that he could start work on some of the stuff, know what he was short on, and get supplies in and stuff like that. So again, kudos to you all too for the support that you all are giving. So, and I think, let's see, I have Susan Bates crochet hooks. That's from Diane. I know nothing about that. And Francis Jackson says, can we use CashApp to pay? Yes, you can. You can send that to $Teaquilts. CashApp will recognize that. And then in the description box, you're going to have to give me your mailing address and your style. I hope it all will fit. If not, you need to email me that information still. You can pay over on CashApp, but I still need to know where to send your product, and also what style you want. I need to have all of that. And hopefully, if you all are getting on this list late, make sure you're looking at your emails if I have to email you, because at midnight, it's out of my control. I just don't want anybody's order to be missed because you weren't checking your emails. Make sure I've told you that you're on the list. And when I say you're on the list, you're good to go, okay? I lost my spot. Hold on. Eric says, T, if you do a third order, ask about the binding winders. And I saw that on the sheet, and I don't even have an idea what those are. Do you have that, Eric? put crochet needles. I already asked him about that, but I want to just write it down again. And bobbin, he says binding winders. And I remember somebody had brought that up before. They was looking for one that had like a little lady or something on it. But I don't know if that's the kind that he makes. Okay. So I've written that down, Eric. Thank you. And Darlene says that Diane 57, I have all kinds of crochet knitting needles, DPNs, etc. Judy Smith says good night, tea and all. I probably read that before. Darlene Former says I may have 4 projects on the needles at one time. Oh my gosh. Vanessa says I use the good old-fashioned hooks to stitch with. Knitting with wooden needles is nice. I think having a wood hook could be nice to work with. And I have made a pair of socks, but I crocheted the socks. I didn't knit them. Somebody's asking, do you crochet socks? I find that they were a lot thicker than if they're knitted. So I didn't like wearing them inside my shoes. I wore them like if I wore my Birkenstocks or something like that. And Darlene says, I'm glad that we were able to support him, especially during these times. Yes, because it does help a small business, because a lot of places have been going out. A lot of small businesses are actually shutting down. I had my scrapbook lady where I do my classes. She used to do them in her house, and then about a year ago she got her building, and because of the pandemic she's had so many months where we couldn't meet in groups and stuff. And then most of your crafters are kind of, you know, 50-ish or older and all of that. And so then you start talking about making stipulations for certain age groups. So it kind of affected her business when she could open. And I think she's downsizing back into her home until this economy picks back up again. So the great thing is she has a subscription box. And that still has been doing well, but her in-store has not been doing very well. And Diane 57 says, laugh not all, Darlene. I won't use the cheap ones because they aren't as smooth. I can imagine if you got cheap wooden ones, they probably wouldn't be as smooth. And Vanessa says, no, I knit socks. I love to make Afghans and kitchen scrubbies, washcloths, and pot holders and crochet. Yeah, because that's what I was going to say. I crocheted a pair of socks in the recommended thread, and those things were so thick, it was like they were going to be house socks. But I just put them on with my Birkenstocks, and that's about it. And Eric says he don't have the binding winder, but he needs it. I'm going to ask him to send me a picture of that because I need to see what that is. I have no idea what that is. So when I send him this order, I'm going to say, can you send me a picture of the binding winder? And he's also saying that it is something you can wrap your binding around. It don't get all tangled. Okay, and I just roll mine around itself, and then I just stick it on my second pin spool. So I want to see what it is that he has. If it's an actual winder, or if it's just something that holds it while you stitch or something. So we're going to see what that is. Thank you, Teresa Louise. She says, I sent you an email, Teaquilts. I got you. She says, I'm Teresa. That's the one I sent the wrong email to that you just paid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just send you an invoice with the difference, because a set is $51. So I'm just going to send you an invoice for $31, and I'm going to put both of those together and make you a set. Okay, and then Kelly says, his web shop shows crochet hook kits. They are 3-inch long handles with 3-inch metal hooks that are interchangeable. Okay, so she went and checked on the website because I haven't had time. Okay, so I didn't even think he would even have that on the website, so that's pretty cool. Thank you, Kelly. I'm going to go look at that too. And then, so one handle plus 6 metal hooks of different sizes. It can't be just one handle because he sells them in 2 different sets. So I'm confused. So I'm going to, when he send me, he's going to send me something. So we'll be finding out what it is when he send it to us. But to me, it should at least be 2 hooks, 2 handles, because he's he's got 2 different sets, so that's weird. Very weird. Thank you, Melissa. Appreciate that. She's saying ha ha ha. The little kitty cat. Or is that a fox? I think it's a kitty. But yeah, so I'm interested in seeing this stuff, and then I'm asking for a picture of this binding thing too. So 1 handle, 6 metal hooks of different size, but she's reading the metal hook end fits into a hole in the handle, similar to how the stiletto and ripper fit into that tool. Okay. Okay. I know what you're saying, but to me, he still should have 2 handles if he's got 2 different sets, but we'll see. Diane says, I have made bedspreads, afghans, pillows, even bed dials with the big skirts in crochet. You're welcome, Teresa. Appreciate that. Doris, and has anybody heard from Tiffany today? She was up late making a she used a old, well, not an old, she used something from her wardrobe. She used a dress from her wardrobe and cut out another one to make, you know, she used it as a pattern to cut another one out. It was pretty cool, and she made it all in the live. It was interesting, and she was even getting help on how to do it. She hadn't even made clothes before, so it was really interesting. Doris says, the person that lives in Northern Virginia, what is your name? I live outside of Richmond, Virginia. I'm interested in what quilt shops are in Northern Virginia. Eric says, it doesn't wind the bobbin, it just holds while in storage. He has a picture. Okay, so I can go to the website for that too. Okay. He has a photo of the bonding wiper on his website too. That's Kelly. Eric says, hey T, I'm going to send you a message via Facebook about something you may want in on. Okay, that'll be great. And Teresa says, that was pretty cool watching her make that dress. I talked to her yesterday, and that was pretty cool. I'm gonna have to use Kevin like that or something. That was pretty cool that somebody else read the comments and stuff. You hear that, Kevin? Are you still here? He's probably sewing up a storm. Now he's got to pick up his phone. T, I seen that dress she made. She did a good job. Yes, she did, and it fit very, very nice too. She was nitpicking at it, but she was nitpicking at it while she was raising her arm and doing this. I'm like, clothes move when you move your body, so that's what it does. So it fits perfect if you put your arm down. But she did an excellent job on them. It's a mini dress, so it's not a mini. I don't know what you call them. They're not the mini dress. It's the long dress that sometimes would flare on the bottom, but this one was kind of like a pencil skirt at the bottom, but it was just one dress. It wasn't a skirt, but it was really cute. He's I can't stand Kevin. He say, Secretary Kevin, at your services, and you know me so well, sewing up a storm. I have to check and see if Kevin's at work on Saturday or not. I'll call him later on this week and see what he's up to. But that is too funny. I already knew what he was doing. I see Kevin. I know what he does. Woo, he's a mess. Cool gal saying, what's the website? It's Sawyer Creek Artistry. Had to think about it. These two guys in here cutting up, okay? Thank you, Vanessa. She's just sent the super chat. Appreciate that. They are too funny. Just trying to make sure I haven't missed anything in the chat. So I'm going to go check this website. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and finish off these orders. And then I'm just going to wait to make sure that I get, wait until the 11:59 p.m. so I give everybody a chance to get their orders in and paid. So that I don't want anybody to miss out on the order if they're ready to order and they just forgot about it or something like that. But I am done with the chat. I think I don't have anything else to add. I don't think. Oh, on Saturday I'm going to try to come in 5 minutes early. So if you can report at 8:55, and that will give me like 5 minutes for people to get into the chat. Because since I'm going to be cutting and doing a whole lot of explaining, I'm going to skip the intro of who's in the chat room. You all can just go ahead and start chatting to each other, because I want to go ahead straight into the lesson. So people that only want to know how to cut their pineapples when they watch this video, the video for Saturday, when they watch it, when it's uploaded, they're not listening to me do 15-20 minutes of who's in the chat room, if you understand what I'm saying. So I'm just going to come on 5 minutes early, tell those people to go ahead and just fast forward 5 minutes, and I'm going to start right at 9 o'clock with what's going on with how to cut your pineapple wedges, since this was requested by the people that are in the Saturday chat. And then I've also had some people who even don't look at me on YouTube. They're like people that are in my local guilds that I've gone and done lectures at. They're saying that they're going to come over and watch as well. So I want to make sure that if somebody comes over and watched, or even watch this video later, that you're not waiting through 20 minutes of me saying who's all in the chat and welcome everybody. I'll have to know who all is there later on, okay? I'm going to go ahead and start teaching right on the 9 o'clock. So I'm going to come in about 5 minutes early just to give everybody a chance to get in, okay? So I think we're done. I just want to make sure everybody was on, know about Saturday's agenda. And to Vanessa saying we'll be ready for Saturday. I may be listening more than chatting. See ya in Facebook. Good night, all. Good night, Vanessa. And I think that's it. I'm going to go ahead here and say good night to everybody. Want everybody to stay safe and be blessed. See ya on Saturday. If not on Saturday, then we come back on Wednesday, 7 p.m. for chat. That's our regular scheduled night. So thanks everybody for your support. All kinds of ways. I appreciate everything you all are doing for Teaquilts. Have been having some strange things happening, so I appreciate when you all keep me grounded. So thanks everybody. Bye-bye.